Wow, okay. It's been so long since I took pictures, I recorded a video, I showed myself out. I just want to say hi to everyone first, but for me it was like so surprising to record a video for you guys, or it's just so different for me after like 2 months. Since you guys know me, I used to be taking pictures and videos every single day, a few times a day. So for me to take this long break was, wow, amazing. So I'll explain a lot. I'm gonna start telling the story why I decided to close my account for just, it's not closing my account, it's just taking a break in 2 months from social media, everything, Facebook, Instagram, for the most part, and also Snapchat, YouTube, and everything. I'll explain. 2 years ago, in August 2016, I decided that I wanted to do my breast augmentation because since I lost so much weight, I started to see, different, like my breast looked different because I lost so much weight. And I feel like I was looking like 16 years old. It's not a problem, but for me, I didn't feel feminine at all. So I decided, why not? Breast augmentation can look very natural, can look sexy, can look beautiful if you do it right. If this is what I wanted to look like. I wanted to look natural. I didn't want it to look fake or anything. So I went to Israel, my country, and I asked to do a very small CCs, so I'm gonna look proportional and everything looks fine on me. And so I did. So I did in both 285 cc, because I got so many questions online from people. They asked me how, what I did, or how much I did, or how much it cost me, because they like the way I looked. It looks proportional for me. This is my idea, but it looks very nice on me and I really felt comfortable. And after I did it, I feel super sexy and feminine. Finally, I could just wear dresses without a bra, and I feel very comfortable in my own skin. At the end of the day, this is what we want, right? We wanted to feel sexy, we wanted to feel confidence, we wanted to do this for ourselves. Because a lot of people told me, you don't need it, you look fine, you look cute, you look sexy the way you are, you don't need to change yourself. It's not about that. Sometimes it's about you and how you feel and how do you look, and when you get dressed and you're not feeling comfortable, so it's not worth it, so you need to do it for yourself. After 2 years, after 1 year, I'm sorry, I did it on August 2016, so a year after, literally a week before my wedding, I started to see that my right breast started to grow. It was huge. It was like, compared to the left one, it got so big. I got so scared and I was like, come on, seriously? Now a week before my wedding? This is such a bad luck. So I went to my doctor, my plastic surgery, the guy that did my surgery, and he said, you should take like antibiotic because it seems like you have a little infection, or maybe an allergy or something like that, so take an antibiotic. And I was like, seriously? On my wedding day, I'm not gonna be able to drink alcohol? I'm like, fine. I took it for 14 days and then it went down. And guess what? Day after, I woke up and then the left one was growing and was big. I was like, for real? Are you kidding me right now? Like, they're like playing games. Anyways, I started laughing, I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then I went again to my doctor, and then he said, okay, take another 14 days antibiotic. I took a Augmentin, I think. Yeah, it was 500 million. I don't know, I can't even remember. Yeah, I think it was Augmentin. I took it and then it went away. So I got back to United States, everything went fine. And then after 4 months, I saw it again on the left. So the right one was okay, the left was growing back and forth. I went to do ultrasound, I did an MRI, I did a blood test, I did everything to see what is this like. It was like fluid on my breast. So they even like drain it and they sent it to the lab, and they saw that this There's nothing, like there's no bacteria or no infections or anything. So I said, what is going on? Because I started to see like a big stain over here underneath my left breast. It looks like a bruise, and it was growing and growing, and I got so nervous because it's not painful or anything. It wasn't painful at all, the whole process, never. And I decided to give it a chance, to relax and see what's going on. Maybe not to, not to take any antibiotics, and just to clean up my body, to try not to lift heavy. I didn't do any chest exercises in like 7 months or 8 months. I decided to just take a break from all of that. And then 2 months after, again, it was growing, and then I had a fever, and I got freaked out. It happened like for 4 or 5 days. I had a fever. It wasn't that high, but and then after 4 days that I had a fever and I took an antibiotic, I started seeing that I have like a red stain on my chest. So I was like, okay, I'm done. I took a flight immediately to Israel to my plastic surgeon to tell him like what's going on. And no one had any idea what happened to me. Even when I was in the United States, I forgot to say that, I went to 5 different doctors. I went to like different surgeons, and also like just to check up. Like I just wanted to see in other people's opinions. No one knew what is it. Just one doctor told me that you need to remove them, and then to send them to a lab and to take it, like to clean it up and to see if there is any maybe tiny bacteria that sits over there on the implants that we cannot see under all those tests you did, and then clean it up, close it up, and just feel better. And after 6 months, if you feel like you wanted to do a new surgery, then you put them in, but you need to remove them. And I was like, I'm not doing this, I don't feel sick, or I just don't want to do it, I went to my country, and then I went to another 3 doctors to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, because to remove them is like also mentally. And I mean, I don't take stuff in a bed, like I don't take it really seriously. Okay, I didn't have them before, I'm gonna take them out. Okay, I'll survive. I mean, I will feel better with myself as long as I'm healthy, because at the end of the day, you need to feel healthy. It's not about how you look. It's gonna be stupid if I would keep them and feel like, my breast is growing back and forth, and it's actually risking my health. So I'm like, no, fine. After three appointments with different doctors, we decided to remove them, and it took me a really long time to understand that this is the right thing for me. And we removed them, and they my doctor took the implants out, sent it to lab, and they also like took a little what is it called, I think it's just a tiny bit of my skin inside of my breast, to send it to the lab, also to check if there is any bacteria sits there. One doctor told me that there is a connection between my teeth not my teeth, just generally to teeth to the chest, because when you put something like, when you put like an implant, which is a different, something that you put inside of your body, then the mouth, if you go into to the dentist, and this doctor asked me, did you do any like a treatment before it happened to you, all this problem? I said, actually yes, a week before my wedding, I went to do just a cleanup. So he said, are you kidding me? This is maybe the problem, because when they clean up your gem and everything, so you start bleeding, and sometimes germs can get inside, and they go straight ahead to the place when they see there is like a different body, we say, I don't know, it's a different, just a silicone that sits over there. So they go and sit there, and sometimes it just explode in one day. So no one can tell exactly what happened. I got the results, everything looked fine, and apparently I had nothing. So basically, after all this money I spent and all this nights without sleep because I was worried about my health, apparently my body probably rejected, because there is no explanation of what I had. at the beginning, what happened with me, I asked the doctors, do you think it's rejection? Like this is maybe my body rejecting, you know, the implants. They said, no, it's not looking like that. Usually rejection looks differently. I'm like, okay, but you know, sometimes your body act different. So at the end of the day, what happened was that my body didn't want the implants anymore. My body has its own life. It decided that no more for you, girly. You need to be natural. You need to go back to the, you know, the good times, like when you looked normal and natural. And after a week that I did a surgery, I took a flight back to the United States, and the doctor told me you're not allowed to do any exercises right now in a month. So here I am, took in another full month without exercising and literally sitting on the couch watching TV and eating a crappy food. I know he didn't tell me that. He didn't tell me you should eat crappy food, but he told me to rest. And when you sit home and you do nothing, what are you doing? Then you're eating. So I'm really like going back to it step by step. And I'm feeling like a baby again because I gained weight, and you know, and the lifting is a little harder for me now. But I totally accept it with love because I really like the way I look right now. I'm feeling healthy, which is the most important thing in the world. Because when I looked fine with the nice boobies, but then I had a fever or I was just going to the hospital a lot, is not okay, you know, and I felt really, really bad. And every single morning I just pray to God and say, you know, thank you for this health, because it could be way more worse than what I had. And I'm happy that I removed them, and I'm really, really complete with how I look right now. And that's it. I mean, I really wanted to tell my story because there's a lot of girls out there that they wanted to change their look, and they wanted to do their breast implants and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff and risks that you need to know. I didn't read that much before I did my my breast augmentation because my mom and my sister did it, and I saw a lot of girls in the world that they did it, and no one was, you know, saying that there is crazy risks, and everything looked fine. But you see, everyone is different, and if you really want to do it, please read, please know exactly what implants they're gonna put. There's like I think it's called salient or stuff like that. Everything is different, but just research and know all the risks that you're going through this, because I spent so much money also except the surgery, not just, you know, about that. Anyways, I'm really happy that you stayed and listened to my story. I really apologize that I just disappeared this way. I really wanted to take a break for myself, because also I didn't know what to tell everyone, because I didn't know myself what happened to me. And also I really needed a break from everything. I really wanted to focus on my health. And everyone has issue in life, so sometimes you just need that break, which is totally fine. I'm really happy that you guys really cared about me. I saw every single comment right now because I took that break, so I closed everything, but now I reopened it and I read every single comment. I really love you, everyone, and please, if you have any questions, you can comment below, or you can DM me or email me.